A lot of young people, when we start, you would like to take the big position, take responsibility, become a leader without maybe getting your hands dirty. Does it work that way, or do you have to first, I don't know, prove yourself, get your hands in the mud and work your that ass off or stuff like that, or how does it work?
Well, when we look historically, at the kind of model of people who are promoted and put positions because of their status, their who they know, those systems tend to be inherently flawed. For example, you look at wars throughout Europe over the last many hundreds of years, right? It was the nobility that were, in times of war, selected to be officers and colonels, and they were taken with no experience whatsoever in putting command of armies just because of their status, in society. And those always turn out to be disastrous. And I think that applies to business or any other field as well, too. The very best leaders I have ever served or worked with over my 30, 40 years have been those who have started at the bottom and they worked their way up, and they were competent and experienced. And those are the kind of leaders that people want to follow. They want to follow someone that they can believe in. And that's part of how you build clout is, those who've been there, done that, experienced that. So it turned out that my 8 years as an aircraft mechanic, as an enlisted guy, proved quite well later on when I was a commissioned officer, because when I went down and started speaking to the first level guys doing the job, working on the aircraft or whatever, as I was alluding to earlier, and they found out I was a mechanic too. I was one of them. I'd been there, done that. I had a federal FAA certified aircraft power plant license, and I had a degree in aircraft in aeronautics, and so my experience, my background, all of that resulted in a clout and an influence as a leader that you don't get. Even your rank doesn't matter what your rank is. You don't get that kind of respect from rank. You get that kind of respect because of who you are, because of your experience, what you've done, and so those are the kind of leaders that you want to be down the road, long term. Don't look at those short term benefits of climbing over somebody else. It's the long term that you want to look, the long game, as we say, that you want to be considering.